Oh my goodness. Hands up real high in the comments if you're a procrastinator, because my game is real strong today.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Hey guys, it's Julia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to take care of something near and dear to my heart, and it is my very first golden pothos in my very first macrame hanger. We're gonna take it out, we're gonna repot it, and we're gonna stake it. The first thing that we're gonna do is we are going to extract this beast from the plant hanger. You're going to want to find the area where there is the least amount of foliar spill. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna push the plant out that way to where it is the fullest, which is over here. There is my first golden pothos, and it is my favorite. It hangs out in my bathroom. You know, it has some marble queenage to it, but I'm not sure. It's also starting to lose its variegation quite a bit, but not entirely. So who even knows? I don't care. This plant has been hanging out in my bathroom, and I'll show you that. All I'm going to do is, rather than it hang, I'm actually going to stake it, because when you stake it, you're taking the weight off of the stalks, and then that will allow the plant to focus more growth on the leaves. It will allow these lower leaves to become larger, and pothos actually fenestrates just like monstera. So that is the ultimate goal here, is to get my pothos to fenestrate. I was a little overzealous in taking this out because there's something else that I want to do. Okay, so I have this beautiful plant stand, very expensive, one of a kind, because overzealous Julia needs to do something else first. While we're here, I'm just going to throw this out there. After you're done watching this video, you're going to have to go and look at my last video, because I have a secret giveaway. So you should go check it out, and you should enter, because I love you, and that's why I'm doing it. So I've been tossing around some ideas in the old head there, and this is what I've come up with. Before I tell you what I came up with, these were the intermediate thoughts. I have this bamboo arch trellis, and ultimately I think it's gonna be best for Hoya. And as you can see here, it's probably not gonna be the best for this girl, as she's much bigger. So I got this on Amazon. I'll put a link in my description for that. It took a while for it to come in. Actually, one of my girlfriends told me that she went to our local dollar store and found these there. So check out your local dollar store, because you might luck out. Next was this trellis option here, which I did find at the dollar store. So I'm kind of over not seeing the horseshoes there, because this I like a lot better for my aroids. And yes, while it is comparable in size, I have an idea to extend her. So I'm not going to use it for this. It's just not the look I want to go for. But I did stick it in my tetrasperma. And what I'm going to do when it does get to that point of needing to be extended, I'll just get another trellis, and I will align these pegs here, secure them together, and then there you have an elongated trellis. And then you could realistically just keep doing that. And then ideally, I'm just gonna have it sitting up against a wall, just so it has extra support on the back end. But once this plant anchors down and anchors to the trellis, everyone should be happy. It's another thing I'm not doing. And then there's creating a moss pole, and I'll put a link right here for you and in the description. And in my honest opinion, the way that I did it, I find that after all is said and done and you're living your life, I find it to be a little bit messy. I live in a drier area. When my sphagnum dries up, it ends up like kind of flaking a little bit. And on this monstera specifically, I end up seeing these little flecks, and it scares the dickens out of me, because I think either, with my bad eyes, I think it's either like thrips, which causes yellowing. Fun fact, it does have thrips, or any other pestiferous insect, but that's neither here nor there. This is not what we're doing today. Next option is just getting a piece of driftwood and putting that in there and letting it climb up on there. But a few things with that. One, I don't have the time or patience to clean my driftwood, and I don't want to add bugs to this plant. Two, I don't want to use my large driftwood, because I do have a macrame project I plan to use with that. And three, that's not the option I want to go with. So what we're gonna do instead is take 2 of these bamboo sticks. Ow! I just gave myself a mother bamboo sliver. Why? The show must go on. Ow, it hurts to snap. So now you're probably wondering, what's this broad gonna do with these 2 gigantic bamboo sticks? And I'll tell you what I'm gonna do with them. So first and foremost, I am orienting them so the growth pattern is the same on both the sticks. And you can find that by just where there's a node, you can stroke the node and you can feel that it's more bulbous and then jagged on the new growth. So it'll be bulbous and then jagged first on all sections, and then you can also feel that it feels like it grows in this pattern. If you run your finger the opposite way, you're likely to get a bamboo sliver. Okay, so now you're probably wondering how? I'll tell you. I have this pot right here. That's my chandelier up there. Are you a chandelier or are you just a light fixture? It's probably just a light fixture. Being mindful of your fixtures, but I'm pretty much gonna hot glue these into the base of the pot so they have a little bit more support, and then I'm gonna up pot that into here and then trellis it all the way up, and I'll support it with some plant ties and it's gonna go back in my bathroom. Let's do this. Am I weird for doing this? Yeah. Is that okay? Sure is. I know this isn't gonna go over well, but I'm a lazy procrastinator. Can you tell? Lazy procrastinator in the house. Holy shiza. Mikaisa. So the hot glue has been simmering. Wow, that is hilarious. I'm not even gonna tell you what I did. You know what? I am gonna tell you what I did. Just stuck my finger in a bag full of hot glue because I put the hot glue on the bag, okay? And it melted. I'm gonna need more glue than that. Shoot. Gotta go downstairs. Grab some glue. Listen, you'll never believe what just happened. Not only did I find a whole pack of glue, there's also like 5 other packs of glue, so we good. But I found my glue mat, so we're not gonna have to worry about melting any more packs of glue. And I found a king size Twix bar. What? Snacks, yo. Let's get to it. That's what you're here for. Here's a trick. I'm gonna redeem myself from the melting bag incident. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put a dollop of glue on the one end of your glue stick and stick it on the back, and then you're good to go. I'm gonna make a glue mountain. All right, it's out of the way, but look, it's just so tall and standing up all by itself. You just gotta get in there. That's all you're gonna have to do. So what I essentially want to avoid is, like, when I'm breaking up the soil, what's gonna happen is all these separate pieces are gonna start to come apart. It's just a little bit trickier with this plant just because there are so many plants in here, but I wanna try and go about this the best way. I'm gonna get my new pot ready. I'm gonna fill it up with a bit of soil. This is my soil mix. I will link it right here for you. I'm also going to link it in the description below if you guys are interested in making your own mix. All the ingredients are in the description if you want to buy it. So now I know I'm up potting it quite a bit, But that's for a few reasons. One, of course, for support for the stakes. Two, because this is such a large plant and I know that the roots can spread out and accommodate this pot. Three, I don't plan on doing this again for a very long time. So, should gotta make ourselves at home right here. Well, you know, normally I am the type of person to really get at those roots and really spread them out and whatnot. But like I mentioned, this is multiple plants and this has been in here for quite some time. So I'm gonna try and refrain from doing that as much as possible. I just took off some of the topsoil. I'm unraveling a bit of the bottom roots here. And then at the end of the day, like, this is in isolation for the most part. It's in my bathroom. There aren't really any bugs that I've had to deal with on this plant. So keep your fingers crossed, knock on wood, that that remains the case. Yeah, this is pretty root bound, but these long roots that started to wind itself in circles on the outermost portion of this root ball is what I'm just working on right now. Just so that they know that they're in a new home and that they don't have to keep going around in circles. I'm going to stop there because I do not want to lose the integrity of this plant. So I loosened up some of these roots, as you can see. Oh, I soiled my coffee. Literally and metaphorically. All right, guys. I think we did a pretty good job. And back in the bathroom she goes. So the pothos leaves are going to reorient themselves so they're facing the sun. And then once that acclimation occurs, I am hoping to see some interaction between the plant and the bamboo stakes. So I hope that was helpful. I hope it gave you guys some good ideas on how to trellis your plants in an easy way, in a somewhat easy way. Yeah, just step outside the box a little bit. You don't always have to wrap a stick in stagnant moss because really, guys, that stuff dries out so quickly. It's not really being the moisture stick that it could be. So just, I don't know, take some of the work out of it. Anyway, I want to show you guys a nice little addition to my family. Are you sitting down? Okay, good. My heart just stopped a little bit. It's variegated burl marks, guys. Stop pissing on me. It's just pissing all over me now. It's fine. It's what babies do. They piss on you. Oh, the variegation on the new leaf that's coming in is something to talk about. And the variegation on the petiole, well, you're gonna get some close-ups of this. Now, the leaf is a little bit dirty, the back of it as well, but that's just because of the environment that it was in. It was in a greenhouse. So, you know, there's a bit of splashback sometimes. With that being said, just gonna let it acclimate a little bit before I get too frisky with its leaves. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to go check out this video right here because you can have an opportunity to win a beautiful macrame plant hanger made by me as a thank you to you for being here. So thanks so much for sticking around. Peace and love. Bye.